Hello, how are you, Mrs. Shepherd?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing today, Mrs.
I'm
Clemens?
doing good.
Awesome.
Good.
Thank you again for coming to our parent teacher conference today. That was really glad you were able to make it out so we can discuss Jada's progress here
Okay.
during our conference. Um, well, to start, I have some things that I pulled out that I thought that you could take a look at as we go over some things
Okay.
that Jada has been great at, some things that she can possibly improve on, and just some goals that we are going to have set for Jada
Okay.
up until our next time we do our parent teacher conferences.
Okay.
Here, just to start, this is math. Jada does a really good job with math. She, I believe, is one of our top students when it comes to math. Um, One way that I like to do things to keep our smaller children, of course, engaged is by getting different objects to create activities to make them more engaging,
Okay.
make them a little more fun for our children to learn, of course. So this is an assignment that we did M&Ms
Okay.
for our adding and subtracting. Of course, the kids had a good time with that. Of course, some of them they were aiding, obviously. So that was really cool. But this was one of our assignments, and
Okay.
that's just to go show her grade that she got on that, which was an A. So she did
Okay.
really well. With math, I would just say keep practicing at it at home. Of course, continuing to do homework
Okay.
as much as you can help her. Of course, you want to just make sure that you're helping her at night with her homework whenever that's at home, if you
Yes.
could, obviously. And then here's our reading
Okay.
that we've been doing. Jada is currently reading at a level C. For kindergarten, we would like her to be reading at a level F by the end of the school year.
Okay.
She has more than enough time to catch that. She's a really great reader. So we just want to make sure that we continue to read with Jada every night before bed, or at least twice
Okay.
a day before, in between there some way.
Okay.
Okay, and then here is our behavior reports that I have for Jada.
Okay.
Jada is very well behaved. She does a really great job as far as getting along with the other students. We hardly ever have to talk to Jada about any behavioral issues. So for the most part, Jada is definitely a pleasure to have in class. So
Thank
there's no
you.
complaints there. So
That's
thank you
good to
so
hear.
much. Absolutely, thank you. All right, so with all of that, we have goals, and our goals are more so circular around things that need to be improved.
Okay.
So for Jada, I would say, again, she's right where she needs to be as far as reading. However, what I will suggest is that we continue to read with Jada 2 times a day, at least 15 minutes each.
Okay.
Again, that's going to be one of our goals for Jada is a reading goal. Keep boosting her up there as the year go on. Also, because she's so well behaved and she's a really great child, sometimes she tends to be like just a bit quiet, a little too quiet for me at times. So if we could just work on getting Jada more engaged, do our carpet time, that would be great as well.
Okay. So when you say engaged in carpet time, is she not engaged with you or not engaged with the kids? Do you want her more engaged with you and the kids or more engaged with you?
Absolutely. Thanks for that question. So I would like for her to be more engaged with me doing our reading time. So sometimes when we are reading and we're asking questions about the things that we read, Jada is very observant at that moment, and that's a really great thing that she is that way. However, sometimes I would like for her to participate, raise her hand to let me know that she's understanding about as much as the kids are. Sometimes we do carpet activities that require you to be engaged with the children, so I would love for her to be more engaged with them as well. Of course, when the time is appropriate, because they have more than enough time to play with each other as the day goes on.
And when you say read twice a day, 15 minutes each time, or is she reading the books we already have at home, such as Cat in the Hat and stuff, or is she reading the books you guys provide for her?
Absolutely. Jada, every week we go to the library and they pick out 2 books.
Okay.
So the books that they pick out, they are their reading level books. So as long as Jada is continuing to read books that are her level, you can read the books here that we have in the classroom. I can send those home with her. She can read her library books that she get from the library, or you guys are more than welcome to read the books at home as well.
Okay.
So you just want to make sure that
She's just reading.
you're reading with her, and then sometimes she can point out her sight words as she read or as you read to her. Sorry. And that's pretty much it. But yeah, outside of that, just making sure we read in with her.
Okay.
Any type of books is great.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, did you have any more questions as we go ahead and conclude our parent-teacher conference for the day?
No, ma'am. Looks like she's doing pretty well. I'll just make sure I keep reading with her and get her engaged in that corporate time, because she does tend to be shy sometimes when she's not around me.
Absolutely. Well, I thank you again, Ms. Clemens, for coming to our parent-teacher conference,
Thank
and I will
you.
certainly keep you updated about it.
Thank you.